What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and today we are showcasing a team that I kind of stole from Purple Kyogre. So thank you so much for letting me steal this combination of Cobalion and Jellicent. And instead of Pidgeot, because I don't have an XL one, I chose to run Shadow Charizard because it is a beast and I love Shadow Charizard, one of my favorite Pokemons. What is your favorite Pokemon? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's get into these battles here and check out how good Jellicent is in the Ultra League meta. Oh my god, absolutely terrible lead. Gonna swap out. They are staying in. I'm gonna call that this is just a Poison Fang, and I haven't seen a Nidoqueen, a shiny one at that, in quite a while. So I'm gonna throw this Shadow Ball here to see how much damage that does. That does some nice damage. We have our defense lowered, but they can only throw Earthquakes, and still with our defense lowered, Earthquake does not one-shot, which is absolutely amazing. Second Shadow Ball coming through here. That does nice damage, and I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shield this and farm all the way down and have about 2 Surfs loaded if that Nidoqueen wants to come back in, which it does. First Surf coming through. This is why Surf is so nice on the Jellicent. Second Surf is going to be getting that shield back, so that was a great investment on my end for the shield. And now I have a decision to make. I come in with Charizard here and I throw the Dragon Claw either to get the last shield or take out the Nidoqueen, and I catch the Poison Fang on my Cobalion. That is amazing. What's the last Pokemon here? And I'm trying to tap on my Sacred Sword, but it wouldn't let me. Now Earth Power comes in. That does so much damage, and I'm lagging out like crazy here. Sacred Sword is going to be taking out this Nidoqueen, and unfortunately I misclicked there and I didn't tap the Sacred Sword, and as you're going to see, that is going to lose us this game. Dragon Claw is not going to be quite enough to KO. That was a CMP tie, but if we got off that Sacred Sword, I think that would have been enough to KO, because Charizard is not the bulkiest and we just would have won that game. So unfortunately we lose to my misclick and misplay. So hopping on to the next matchup here. Amazing lead, Muck into Cobalion. They cop into a Trevenant. Trevenant say hello to Charizard. I'm going to shield this move up. That was 7 Shadow Claws. That is the Shadow Ball, so that's an amazing shield. I'm going to build up so much energy here just in case that they don't shield and that Muck wants to come back into play, which I think it's going to. We're going to get to this Blast Burn really fast, and this is a Snarl Muck too, so it's going to gain energy a lot faster than Poison Jab is. But look at the Blast Burn damage. Not quite able to get to this Dragon Claw. Quite unfortunate, but we're gonna let our Charizard go down. In comes a Swampert, and top left goes the trainer. That's a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into this next matchup, a Cobalion Mirror matchup. Okay, so how are we gonna play this one out? I'm thinking this might be Purple Kyogre's team, Jellicent, Pidgeot in the back, which means I really kind of want to fight for switch here. So I will shield this first move. You don't need to, but I'm going to just because I want to preserve some health. I'm going to let this one go through, and I'm going to throw my Sacred Sword, and they catch on a friggin' Trevenant. Oh my gosh. Great catch by my opponent. Bad news, I'm down a shield. Good news is we have a Charizard on the Trevenant. I'm going to bait here with the Dragon Claw, expecting them to shield. We get the shield. I will shield this one up here. And that was the Shadow Ball. Very nice, which means we can overfarm to 6. But they decide to throw energy. Okay, that's just a Seed Bomb. We can farm all the way down. And when that Cobalion wants to come back in, we got a Blast Burn locked and loaded for this sucker. Left, right, good night, Cobalion. In comes a Como O. We're going to be getting the last shield back with the Dragon Claw. And in comes a Jellicent. Going to be resisting the big hard-hitting move, Close Combat. I come into my Cobalion to make them throw energy. And we get the Sacred Sword off. And if they don't throw energy, we're going to get to another one here. Dragon Claw is going to be taking us out at this point. And we almost are at the Shadow Ball. I think they go for the bad manners here in Close Combat us. So that was... oh, good on you, trainer. That is hilarious. So hopping into the next matchup here, we have Cobalion on the Trevenant. Terrible lead. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, which was a CMP tie here, to the Shadow Ball. I'm going to let it go through. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, get some nice chip damage off, And then I'm going to swap into my Charizard. And it draws out an Aurorus, which is quite nice for us here. Blast Burn is going to be doing significant damage here. And we get the shield. That's absolutely amazing. I'm going to call this as just a Weather Ball. I'm assuming they want energy for that Cobalion. I don't know why they shielded considering Cobalion resists all the moves, but we get to that second Blast Burn and that just does so much damage on a CMP tie too. That is amazing. Weather Ball almost takes us out and I don't throw an attack because I want as much farm as I can. Weather Ball is not going to be taking us out, everybody. So I'm going to come into my Jellicent here. They come into a Walrein. They are down a shield, everybody. Shadow Ball is going to be doing massive damage on the Walrein. Well, not massive, but you know, as much damage as it could to a Walrein because Walrein's an absolute tank. Oh, and I get baited with the Icicle Spear. That is quite unfortunate. But the good news is here, another Shadow Ball coming in. That is going to do massive damage. Gonna no shield this. I know this is the Earthquake. I'm just gonna farm down. Let's see what they want to do. They have 2 Pokemon left. That Aurorus is quite low. I throw 1 Hex. They try to catch on the Aurorus. I catch the Weather Ball on the Cobalion, coming in strong. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to get this Sacred Sword off just for some chip damage. And maybe I can just go for a double Surf here. But I think I have enough energy where I don't need to do that. So throwing the Shadow Ball, and they didn't throw energy. So if they're going to throw now, I'm going to sneak a Hex through. And we're at another Shadow Ball, everybody. If they don't have back-to-back C-Bombs, we win the game, and that is going to be, whoo, very close one. Left, right, good night, Trevenant, and that's a good game. Well played. Dang, that was close. So even hard counted on the lead, we can still kind of pull this one out. All right, so Cobalion lead again. Going to be kind of going the same play here. I want to win switch. Just want to make sure we get alignment correct because we don't want our Charizard on that Jellicent. So what I do is I swap into to catch the Sacred Sword and we draw out an Ampharos. Absolutely amazing. Gonna be throwing the Dragon Claw here. Probably gonna be getting the shield. That's awesome. We get 1 shield and we throw on a CMP tie again, making them waste their energy. Dragon Claw puts them into a range where I can possibly get to a Sacred Sword before they get to a Focus Blast, but I'm thinking they're not running Focus Blast. So I'm going to call this. I'm thinking they're running Brutal Swing, and it's just a Thunder Punch. Kind of throw on bad timing there, but I just wanted to get this Ampharos out of here, and they decide to shield that. Come back in with the Cobalion. Sacred Sword's going to be saying left, right, good night, Cobalion. What do you want to do now? In comes a Trevenant. Oh my gosh, 2 shields up. Jellicent is going to take this all freaking day. Going to shield up the C-Bomb. We got the Shadow Ball locked and loaded. Get ready, everybody. Left, right, good night, Trevenant. And they quit the match. GG's. Great 4-1. Should have been a 5-0 set, but I urge everybody to try this team. Purple Kyogre kind of made this team, so if you are looking for a good, solid team to kind of gain you rank, Cobalion, Jellicent, great core. He usually runs Pidgeot, so if you have an XL Pidgeot, throw that in the mix. Just get those Trevenants off balance, but I chose the ran Charizard and it worked out quite well for me. So if you guys are liking the content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we do great things here, and yeah, we'd like to have you on the team. So if you want to see anything in the future, make sure you comment down below, and again, let me know what your favorite Pokemon is. Comment down below and we will see everybody in the next video.